Hello and welcome, Pocket Watch here, and it's about time for another episode of DS irae, and we're going to continue. And I'm excited, I'm really excited, because apparently Faye is going to pull up something that is like on the same level as Trifa did with Schreiber, that kind of hype and like unexpected stuff. So I'm really like wondering what can they do realistically. Like I just cannot like imagine, like my brain cannot like comprehend like what else they can like hide. Maybe did we saw his all abilities or not? Like I'm thinking like he might hide something, but like you cannot touch Schreiber, so I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. Let's just do this. Okay. Apparently it took me 2 days to regain consciousness after the event in the castle. Yeah, they just let them escape. I closed the windows and covered them with curtains to escape the sight of that messed up sky. I didn't want to see my world changed that way. The mere sight of that dread robbed me of energy. And that was pretty much all I've been doing since waking up. I knew this place wasn't safe. The whole city had returned to the empty ruin, like some ghost town from the cheap movie. That was what had become of our home. And I could do nothing to stop it. The hole on the wall, the window that connected my room to Kasumi, felt all this surreal and distant. Oh yeah, this room is like the source of PTSD for him right now. I just realized that. Oh my god. There's so much trigger. To extent, I felt like she might pop her head out of it if I knocked on the wall. Yeah. Was this pillow always on the ground here? I don't remember this detail. Himura sat down on the bed, avoiding my eyes. We had already told each other everything that had been on our minds. With no more words left to be exchanged, we remained at each other's side, silent and moving, like sculptures of wood. Our faint breathing was all that could be heard in the room. We were like moping children, our withered bodies crushed under the strain of our own powerlessness, as well as the path we chose to take. Mari? No answer was my call. She must have been among us, but before I knew it, I stopped feeling her presence in my right arm. Yeah, like, I've been wondering, since like Mercurius did his like shenanigans and like empowered Ren, we stopped like actually thinking about Mari. We basically forgot about Mari at that point. Where's Mari? Is she like in like, I don't know, silent state there or something? I mean, she's not destroyed. Makina just severed the connection, right? Because he was not in his 3rd degree. So, yeah. Where's Mari? That's my question as well. I'm with Ren on this. Was she also wallowing in sorrow? Or did she truly vanish somewhere? I couldn't even tell that much in my current state. I knew she had been blaming herself, regretting her decisions, and it had been that long since her heart was born. I couldn't help rechecking the weight of my hand each time the thought crossed my mind. I prayed to the instrument of execution dwelling within my arm. I earnestly plead her not to leave me. So please, Mari, you're one of the last people I hold dear, one of the last people I swore to protect. As I was so busy having silly monologues in my mind. Yeah. I know, we have to deal somehow with this. What can we realistically do though? We're like the only ones left. And Mari, that somehow is like not answering. For some reason. Himura suddenly interrupted me. Are you serious, Rhea? Are you serious right now? Oh my god. Okay. Kinda. I mean, Mari is like our like main weapon here, so yeah, I was thinking about her, but yeah, we kinda need her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not in the way you think. You could say that she hit the nail on the head, preventing me from coming up with the article replay right away.
しかも当たっちゃうし。
Yeah.
まあいいけど、どうせ前に会ったあの子のことなんでしょ。
そりゃ、はい。
Yeah. Does Rhea doesn't wait. I feel like Rhea knows that Mari is the guillotine. Did she not know about this? I think she knew. Himuro met Mari back in the club. She did mention something along the lines of Mari explaining everything to her, but I couldn't tell for certain exactly how much that meant, or how she currently perceived Mari. Yeah, exactly. Like, see, I remember, like, there was something about telling her everything. Did she not tell her who she really is? Though, then?
ああ、いいから説明しなくて。
Huh,
別にそういうの知りたいんじゃないし。
okay.
ちょっと私も気になってる。
So she doesn't know.
気になるって言うと。
すごい責任感じてたでしょ。あの後フォローとかしてるのかなって思っただけ。
Okay.
それでフォローしたなら、どんなフォローだったのか気になるだけ。何その目は。
I felt like she had been misunderstanding something.
フォローはしてないですね。できてない。
The last time I had the chance to speak with Mari was still in the castle. Even since I woke up, she hadn't responding to my attempts of calling her.
そう。なんだかやるせないね。
Himuro looked away as I told her the honest, embarrassing truth.
私はあんまり勝手な人物評をするのは好きじゃないんだけど。あの子はなんだか危ういよ。どんな色にも染まっちゃいそう。藤井くんがちゃんとしてなきゃダメっぽいね。心当たりある？
It did. The whole orchestra of bells. I've been postponing this issue for a long time, but Mari changed completely the day I met Reinhardt at the church. She started laughing, getting angry, and even crying like a normal girl. I didn't give it much attention since I figured her growing more human-like was a good sign, but in retrospect, that might have been a great mistake on my part. Yeah, no one had like how to guide her with this development, really.
先輩の言う通り、あの子は俺の気持ちに引きずられているようなところがある。考えてみると、マリーが強く何か言うような時は、だいたい俺も冷静じゃなかった。
それは気が合うとかって意味じゃなくて。
そうかもしれないけど、何にせよ先輩の印象は当たってそうだよ。
I became extremely agitated when I lost myself in rage back in the castle, almost like our emotions were synchronized. And look where that got us. I might have received incredible power, but completely lost my sense and even ended up physically altered. I couldn't quite say that in front of Himuro, but I felt as if I had overridden Mari with that dreadful thing. I mean, Mercurius overridden Mari, but yeah. Mari is probably still fine, but she's like maybe sleeping or something. I mean, Mercurius would like do nothing to get rid of Mari. Whatever he did to Ren to empower him, he didn't get rid of Mari. He might like seal her away for a while maybe, so there's like room maybe for power that Mercurius gave him or something. But yeah, she's definitely somewhere here. With my own craving. As such, rather than coming up with the meaningless excuses, I should have first tried to get to know her better. I certainly couldn't say I did a particularly good job on that front so far.
迷惑かけたから、なんとかしたいんですけど。
そう。でもなんか、藤井くんは藤井くんで後ろめたいみたいだけど。だから、会ってくれないイコール顔も見たくないっていうのは短絡的って話。合わせる顔がないっていうのあるでしょ。
Good analytics. Okay, nice Rhea.
あの子はどっちかっていうと、そういう感じに見えるけど。
Rhea is so cool. To the point, I was definitely going for a lot on my end, but who says Mari would be any different? Still, there was no fixing that unless I managed to make her come out somehow. I already knew simply calling out to her wouldn't work, and I didn't have time to expose myself to the kind of the danger that would force her to appear. Our situation was hardly what I could call rosy. Still, I wonder how the bastards were planning to open the 7th of 8 swastikas with no more people left in town. Didn't they basically force themselves into the corner, putting us an infinite stalemate as long as I made no moves? I mean, they have 2 more, so there's Bay, who can die. Or so for some weird reason Schreiber, if Bay do something weird, I don't know. So that's 1. And Bay can then replace Schreiber, I guess, as Albedo. And the 8th... Who can be the 8th? They have to replace one of the commanders if they kill one of the commanders. They could maybe get rid of Machina and make Ren his substitute? Maybe something like this? Because no one else is left, really? Ah. But wait, if they summon the castle themselves, then those psychos wouldn't be brain dead enough to screw themselves over that bad. In that case, what would be the best course of action for me? Why is she acting like this? Why is she behaving like that? Like, it feels like we're talking to ourselves, thinking, looking blindly in the like wall, and she's like, the fuck, Ren? Like, talk to me. What should I prioritize most of all right now? Yeah! This is the first time... Okay, this is the first time I see Rhea face like this. She's so annoyed. Okay, that's cool, I like it. An abrupt cut. Interrupt my thoughts.
藤井君、真面目なのはいいけどさ、どうせならもっと楽しい話をしようよ。
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. Like, if we just get desperate, like, we need like at least some of like lightening of the mood, whatever like we can do. So we are not like all the time depressed. And since Mari is influenced by our emotions, that makes also sense to like feel a bit better, right?
そんないきなり楽しい話って言われても。
Leave it to Rhea. Rhea can think of something. I don't know what, but maybe like, I don't know, like some memories. No, memories are bad right now, because that would give you an idea of like, well, everyone's dead. Okay.
例えば熊本には日々どれくらいの数の熊が生まれては消えていくのだろうとか。
Okay, that's random. Okay, fine. And thought about that.
熊を擬人化したキャラの語尾に熊がつくのは、そもそも誰が始めたんだろうとか。
Okay.
藤井君と熊が捨て殺したらどういう結果になるんだろうとか。
The last one didn't sound very merry to me.
先輩、なんか熊本県に恨みでもあるんですか？
ないよ。
Okay. Reply felt oddly unnatural. Okay, what happened to you in Kumamoto? Kimura broke our gaze, looking away from me with a hint of irritation.
俺、なんかしましたか？
何も。
Like, yeah, like why are you irritated with me? Like we had a lot of stuff and I have stuff to think about. Her behavior hinted at the opposite though.
何もしないから少し腹立つ。
Oh, okay, like we're not taking any action. I mean, we just talked about not being depressed.
は？
だから藤井君、
Oh!
私に何もしてこない。
Oh! Oh, that's... Oh! I think like she means more than just hugging. Okay. I suppose I wasn't.
なんだろう。私たちって結構すごいこと言ったりやったりしたような気がするんだけどな。
I don't think we had provocative lines. We did say that we love each other and stuff.
藤井君的には別に大したことじゃなかったのかな。他に仲いい子がいる
Wow.
みたいだし
Wow.
私の前で堂々とその子のこと考え出すくらいだし。
Wow, Irae is roasting him.
一言で言うと結婚先
Oh wow.
いや、
I don't remember saying anything about marriage though.
実際何話したらいいかわかんなくて。
She was right. In that, we said all sorts of things to each other without even acting upon them. I was half unconscious at the time, but I could still vaguely recall everything. When I had to deal with these things head on, I would feel embarrassed and tense up. I just couldn't help it.
だから楽しいことを話そう。
Okay? Let's talk about, like, what do you love about me? Or something like that. Like, some random weird talk. She made a faint smile and clasped my hand.
真面目なことや悲しいことは考え出すと私たちダメだよ。
Yeah, pretty much, like both of you.
藤井君は一人で突っ走り出しちゃうし、私は逃げたくなってきちゃう。お互いそういう悪い癖があるじゃない。
I gave her a silent nod. There was no way I could forget.
こういう言い方も変だけど、多分私たち相性あんまり良くないよ。だから誰かが
Good point.
間に入ってくれないとダメで。
But actually, it's pretty good, I would say. Like, if everything is like fine and like you are perfect match, that's kind of bad. Because if like something bad's going to happen, then you have no like experience or way to really reason out anything. And if you're like not completely compatible, then you can like talk about stuff out and like agree on more stuff and everything, you know, and get more trust into each other. Like having two perfect relationship is like not really extremely good, you know. Like non-relationship is perfect, but you know what I mean. Like if like everything is like flowers and hearts and everything and sweetness, then that probably isn't mature like enough relationship yet, I would say, because there always is like a grain of salt in everything.
ゆさくんだったり、綾瀬さんだったり、それにあの子、名前なんだっけ？
Ellie.
マリー。
Okay. We lost Ellie, not Mari. God damn it.
マリーちゃんとか、
Are you serious?
そういう誰かがいない。
Are we going to leave out Ellie like this?
破滅型なんだよ。私た
God
ち。
damn it.
白も大概破滅型だと思いますけど。
Probably, yeah.
ああ、あの子もそんな感じだね。でも、いたら場が和むよ。
Oh, not anymore.
和むっていうよりきな臭くなるっていう方が。
まあ、とにかく。
She squeezed my hand, indicating she wanted me to listen closely for a change.
今は前向きに、能天気に行こうよ。
Okay. You will have to provide that, probably. Because Ren is like way too overwhelmed with like dark emotions right now. Like he just got possessed by like higher power, come on. The reality of the situation was entirely too depressing to face head on. I felt like that was the idea underlying her words.
お互い、悪い癖出さないように、できるだけシリアス禁止。
Okay.
なんか閉まんないですね、それ。
Yeah. She ignored my comment and continued in a merry tone.
藤井君は、私のこと好き？
Hell yes, straight to the point. I like Rhea blushing. Also, her outfit is cool. That came out as it came so out of nowhere. It left my mind a complete blank.
私は好きだよ。君のこと。
Aww. Clearly open, nice. But she went on without a hint of hesitation. almost as if driven by the kind of impatience.
リザは私のひいおばあちゃん。イザークは私のおじいちゃん。
Oh, she's like opening up with everything to him. That's cool.
だからね、リザには私が君を好きだってこと話したよ。そしたら言われた。
怖い
Why was that? Her congratulations no longer surprised me, but since the Lisa's assessment left me puzzled.
怖いって何がです？
私が君をなんで好きかって理由をちゃんと言えなかったから。
Yeah.
そんなの。
Sometimes you just cannot. I wonder how many lovers or married couples could do that. If anything, I feel like those that were too fast to attach explanations and reasoning to their feelings were kind of fishy. Good point.
引力が恐ろしいみたいなことをリザは言ってたよ。私も正直ちょっとは怖い。
どうして？
My initial bashfulness had been dispelled by indignation and having her honest feelings denounced for some unintelligible reason. I suppose that means I was happy she felt that way about me. No point trying to act cool here.
俺も先輩のこと。
Yes! Though it was still incredibly embarrassing, and then they had sex.
その、これも何か問題があるって？
Kimura made a slightly troubled face, then peered straight into the eyes.
イザークはね、金髪に金の目なんだよ。
Okay. I mean, Rhea is the only one who saw him, right? Like, Ren doesn't know, so that's a new info for him. But Ren will realize now that, oh shit, that's just like Reinhardt. Or Tripa. Like in Reinhardt body. Or the body Reinhardt, you know. Just like Reinhardt.
リザは父親に似すぎているからイザークが怖かったって言ってた。これはどういうことなんだろう。
そんな。
That was hardly a riddle. It seems solely for circumstantial evidence, but given our situation, there was only one answer.
私はそういう血を引いてるのかもしれない。
Yeah. Like, Reinhardt is like, kinda part of your family. If you think about this.
そして藤井君は
What would... Wait. Actually, wait. I never thought about this. Like, looking for the family tree... I'm very bad at family trees, I'm sorry. What would Reinhardt be for Rhea in family tree? Also grandfather? Because, yeah, Lisa is her grandmother. So, yeah, Reinhardt is grandfather, right? Right? Wait, but she said Isaac is who? Wait, 1 second. No, Isaac is my grandfather. Oh, Reinhardt would be great-grandfather. Yeah, okay. Am I right? Can you confirm this to me in the comments? Reinhardt is great-grandfather in that case, right? He doesn't know about this, but he is. Mercurius, Carcraft, Ulysses, Solution Table were amiable friends.
少しは怖くなったでしょ。それでも藤井君は好きって言ってくれるかなって聞くの怖かったけど聞いちゃった。
Yeah, like now Ren have like in mind that, well, she's like from a Reinhardt family. That's not good. Well, he really doesn't care really about this probably. Kimura's shoulders trembled as she spoke. Yeah, she's afraid that Ren will push her away.
まあ実際すごい地雷女だよね。
Yeah.
いろいろと設定が最悪っていうか普通の神経なら関わりたくないだろうっていうか。
Ah, shut up.
私自身真面目に考えると引くもの。リザだってそうだったんだから今さら藤井君に怖がられるくらい。
Rhea, seriously. You just banned us from talking about dark stuff. Shut up and be happy. Yet she ended up going on uncharacteristically long tangled in order to mask her fear. I had no idea why she thought that would help her hide it, but I suppose that behavior was also part of what made Rahimura the girl she was.
だいたい確証ないものね。まさかあの人相手にお願いなんで DNA 鑑定させてくれるとか、チャレンジャーなこと言える人は地球上にいないだろうし。
Pretty much. A girl I loved.
ああ、もうやっぱり暗くなっちゃうよ。だからやめよう。このことは忘れて熊本の話をしよ
う。Why Kumamoto again? You don't need to panic with such a frustrated face.
熊のカレーライスがそういえばあるらしいって。
The hell?
それ北海道だから。
Is it? Was it? Really? I seized her shoulders.
悪い癖出てるぞ。
Yeah, once again, we just said, we banned this. She would start all gung-ho and confident, but would turn and flee the moment things failed to go her way. I didn't think that would be enough to elevate her worries, but if she wished for the casual conversation, all I could do was comply.
俺まだ何も言ってないのに勝手に話変えちゃダメだろ。
Apparently, our chemistry was not the best. It wasn't like we would start quarreling at the sight of each other, but our thoughts tend to take a dark turn when we were together, or so she said. As such, I had to advance casually and avoid putting any needle's weight into my words. That was the kind of relationship she wished for, and I agreed. So...
地雷女とか言ってたけどさ、なんか設定からして最悪とか言ってたけどさ。
I'm pretty much the same. But didn't that make her...
すごいヒロイン属性じゃんかよ。
ああ。
本当に。
Nice. Your eyes widened, gazing at me in stupor.
おまけに誕生日クリスマスだし、もうすぐだし、ここまで来れば神がかってるだろ。そうそういるようなレベルじゃないって。
Also, like, they talked... now I think about this. In the tower, they talked about, like, about a lot of stuff. Did they talk about... Like, does Ren know that Rhea will die if, like, they... Like, Reinhardt and others will be able to open all 8 things? Like, Ren was, like, wondering how they will open 7th and 8th. Right, in this episode. But he didn't question, like, I cannot let them open 8 because Rhea will die, or something like this. Is he aware of that? I forgot if he's aware of that or not. Can you let me know in the comments? Because now I think, like, that was weird. Kinda? To be more worried about them opening 2 of them instead of, like, opening them and killing Rhea? Huh. Her cheeks flushed red like strawberries.
じゃあ、私、藤井君のさ。
ああ、ヒロインだよ。
Nice. At that point, I could no longer contain my embarrassment and embrace her with all my strength.
やっぱり結婚詐欺。
It was still beyond me exactly what gave her that idea.
嘘ついたら怒るよ。今は本音でも結果的にそうなったら許さないから。一人でカッコつけて死んじゃったらラインハルト城に召喚してやるんだ。
Oh wow. I mean, she has that kind of powers, right? Probably. If she ever became Sonnenkind in place of Isaac, she probably can do that.
それが嫌なら絶対約束。
I would win. I swore to never lose again. Himuro wrapped her arms around my back, and I answered her embrace. Feeling even more love for those tiny, shivering shoulders in my arms, I made sure to engrave my warmth both onto her body and memories. Whatever happened, I'd never let anyone else have this. I would never let her go. I added even more strength into my embrace, as if trying to stress that fact to someone invisible. I'd never let anyone or anything slip out of my hands again. Just don't crush her. I would protect what little I had left with the viciousness of the tiger. And I'd pride myself of the naive conviction You could dismiss my words with a snort, reminding me that I already lost far more than what I could protect, but I wouldn't care. Yeah, I need to protect what is left. I would protect Rahimura no matter cost. Yeah. That was my final promise. Surrounded by kindness and affection, I closed my eyes and engraved it upon my heart, vowing never to break it. I hate this! Oh my god, Mercurius, what the fuck are you doing again? What is this gibberish? As a certain kind of fear nestled in my heart about the truth, I had glimpsed for a split second back in the castle. Oh, okay. I had glimpsed for a split second back to castle. Like, your mind can like Mercurius can make you peek into the castle with your mind or something? Huh? Or did he like went to sleep basically? And like this is like a dream or something. Close my eyes. Is there supposed to be a scene with Rhea when they after this go sleep? You know, the like age scene? Because it feels like he went to sleep, then we have like Mercurius doing like weird shenanigans, and then he sees the castle. Huh. Let us discuss a certain man. Okay, who? He was an aberration, birthed by the era he lived in, a chimera destined to emerge in the world of strife. A monster fashioned by the countless coincidental factors that made him favor the embrace of the night over the luster of the sun. Okay, this is about Bay, right? Right? Embrace the night? Let us discuss how it came about in more detail. He was born in the desperate slums of the world, sliding down into exhaustion within the madness of the World War I. Yeah, okay, this is about Bay. So we have a, like Bay a backstory now. I remember, like, there's a person that's been like mentioned twice, but I remember now. Like, there was like Bay had sister, right? Are we going to see his sister or something? Like, he killed his family, I believe? Did he kill his sister? I don't remember. I mean, he's been a fucking terrible person. From what Ellie discovered. But what happened to his family, really? Okay, I'm really interested. Let's go. His mother was, of course, a prostitute. There was no other way to survive in those days. Father was a lowlife who would drink away all her income. Well, that sucks. As such, the boy could hardly have been labeled as one born under the blessed star. Without a single ounce of happiness to his name, he practically dropped into the world all on his own. Would you label his circumstances all fruitfully wretched? Or would sympathy blossom in your heart upon learning of his misfortune? They didn't mention any sister. Did I mess up something? Did someone else had sister? Okay, I will just continue. I don't know. Indeed, no man of sane mind would hope for a life that foul. Those living in the present age would no doubt furrow their brows at the mere notion of such a background existing in another place than the pages of the Thucydides novels. Lamentably, such were the times of war, where madness equaled justice, where the morals of mankind were warped beyond imagination, developing into absolutes defying reasons. The world in those days was awash with such misery, which is precisely why his savage birth and life had also been acknowledged and allowed with moral repercussions. One could say he had been branded a failure from the moment he left his mother's womb. although there was still two aspects that ever so slightly set him apart from the rest of his miserable kind, which is... Firstly, he was born an albino. Oh, okay. Forever shone by the light of the sun. It would scorch his skin without mercy, casting him into the world of impenetrable night. One could say he was deprived of his right to occupy half of the world. Oh, so he was like actually having issues with sun. Okay, so that he actually had this like DNA defect. Deprived since birth, Wilhelm Ehrenburg had been cursed with such a fate all his life. The second aspect was his existence, was the existence of his mother/sister. Why we have this on slash? Wait. What? Oh. Oh. Father was with someone. Oh my god. Was with someone. He had a kid. And she then had with Father Bay. That's why she's his mother and sister at the same time. Oh. Oh. Okay then. They were bound by flesh and unchaste blood. No tale of his could be recounted without making mention of the girl who had sowed both the seeds of confidence and mistrust in his very being. These two aspects would eventually prove to sharply separate his path from that of the million other failures. Does Caesar like more like mother or more like sister? Like what? Having been robbed of daylight, he instead gained the night as his new domain. He believed it to be the blessing. At the pinnacle of his zeal, he countered the darkness and made the night of his own, cultivating his talent in the ultra-violence. Ironically, having been born to the lowest stratum of society gifted him with the bestial and quite unprecedented affinity for battle. He expanded his nightly terrority like the beast, almost in direct proportion to his misery as a man. In order to transcend his wretched fate, he raced through the realm of darkness, craving to erase, to exterminate his tainted conception from existence. And almost as the natural end result of that ambition, he massacred his own family. Yeah, okay, so I remember this like kinda correctly, or like just like what I understand that. Because Ellie said before that he, I think like he yeah, like he was like basically, yeah, I don't want to talk. The YouTube will not like if I just by my own probably say other stuff. People around and then killing them. So yeah, I did. Yeah, okay. Maybe it was said. He killed his father and then yeah, okay. He killed his father and then raped and murdered his mother, which was apparently also his sister, right? And they did. All they did was let out disgusting moans of so-called pleasure come night time. If he was a worthless piece of trash born into the garbage dump, then those two are no different from the pair of cheap instruments playing off key. The murder led him into revelation. I am vampire, a bloodsucker of the night. A misconception, yet also the clearest answer to the riddle of his being. The abyss of the night is my world, my domain. Oh, that's most pleasant of perversions. That incorrigible false inclination, the cradle of the self-transfiguration. That sentence just sounds like a Masada sentence. No one can match me in this realm. His fanatic belief warped reality and infusing him with undeniable power deepened even further. Okay, is it just like how C basically at this point just sees the world and he feels about this like this? Or he actually got like his evocate powers from Mercurius at that point already? And he like awakened his third degree when he was still a kid. Actually, we don't know what age he is when he killed his family. That's not specified. As a result, eventually ended up metamorphosing into truth. He had never once regretted slaughtering his parents. Rather, he gained a tremendous sense of accomplishment from it, despite the relative ease of the deed itself. It was a natural decision, for one who wished to transcend his origins. In order to reform himself, he first needed to grind the whole of his past to dust. That must have served as his motive. He never harbored any ill will towards his kin. He was merely a man of action, in the most warped of senses. His abnormal mind would permit all actions and ideas, regardless of how hasty and preposterous they were. Still, he had unwavering confidence in his instincts, and they indeed saved him from many a tight spot, with this being no exception. In short, he liquidated his origins. If his birth shackled him, he would destroy all and everything that might have constituted his chains. The past could not move. In society trying down one's limbs, heavier than mud, more persistent than snake, if betraying it meant eventual retribution, then turning one's back on it was out of the question. Yeah, so this is basically the origin why he feels like not finishing the thing with Schreiber is shackling him down and making him being cursed forever. This is his whole principle right here. As such, the easiest and most effective method was to simply kill it. He could have all the fun in the world after taking care of this, for only after he finished this hurdle could he start another, to make room for fun and games. In the mind of the beast, there had been a simple, blindingly obvious train of thought. It worked as a drag that would shield his eyes from his dissatisfaction with reality. And in truth, he did become invincible. Invincible. Following the murder of his parents, he met no foes that could match him. No soul could ever stand his way. The world itself seems to obey his will. And then Schreiber and Reinhardt appeared. He was a chimera, a werebeast spawned by its own environment. He crushed everything in his path, justifying his existence as a phoenix rising from the midnight's ashes. An aptitude both acquired and inborn. He was product of war, the kind of child exclusive to that era. To him, these days of omnipotence were slightly on the boring side, with no foes to make his blood boil, were the most glorious time of his life. Yet his reign of tyranny came to an end the day he met the kind-hearted Wolfgang Schreiber. The both ended up subjugating by the supreme prowess of Reinhard Heydrich. Yep. Thus. His thoughts, swirling undefined like the wisp of smoke within a vast abyss, were suddenly pulled back to reality. Yeah, okay. As if waking up from the dream. Shiro? Wait, what? Oh, hold on.